Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Encoders, where you will get information related to data science. I am your guide Nitin Kandpal, an aspiring data scientist at VJI Robert. Friends, now we have got to know what are the identity operators and how to use them. So now in this today's video, we will be performing some exercise with it to know them way better. So without wasting any further time, let's start the video. So friends, now identity operator, we already got to know the meaning of it. Well, let's revise it again. Identity operator in Python is and is not. Well, these operators check if the two variables refer to the same object in the memory or not. So now let's try some exercise. Well, first we have this exercise. Here A has a object hello and B is a object which is also has a same value hello. Now if I check ID of both A and B, then I will have the some numbers which is a memory location of A and B object. Then I will check whether A is B or not. So now as we can see, these are comments. I will explain later on what is comment. Well, these are just here. ID will have some memory address and then B will also has the same memory address as A if they are interned. By interned I mean if they are located on same memory location or not. So now if I run it, then as we can see in the output here, if I check all the number, both A and B have the same memory location, right? And then A is B is also true. Well, they are true because they refer to the same object. And by same object, how I know they have a same object? Well, I know they have the same object by checking their ID. The ID is same, which means both A and B have the same object. Now let's move on to next question. Here we got two lists. Well, don't worry about these type of data types, as in our upcoming videos I will tell you about all the data types in details and in depth. So right now only know this is a list, has square brackets. Well, we got two lists, 1, 2 and then 3. First list 1, 2, 3 elements, then second list same elements, right? And then in third list, which is the same as first list. So now I have a thing. Well, if you remember our previous video, we have done a similar type of question like this before, and if you are remembering that part, then you know what will be the answer of here. Now first I will check whether list 1 and list 2 have the same equality. By equality I mean they have the same value or not. For that I will use double equal to mark, which will check equality, whether they have the same value or not. Then I will check whether the list 1 is list 2 or not by checking their identity, right? Then after that I will check this list 1 is equals with list 3 and then I will check its ID, right? So now if I run it, well, first is true. This print list 1 equals list 2 gives me the answer true, which means list 1 and list 2 has the same equality. They have the same values, right? However, list 1 identity and list 2 identity is different. That's why I am getting here false as the answer, as it has a different ID. Then after that, list 1 and list 3, their equality check gives me the answer as true, right? And then their identity check gives me the answer as true also. Well, how true? Let's find out in the next cell, right? Just write print ID list 1, right? Then print ID list 2, then print ID list 3. Now if I run this cell, then I will get these three list memory location, and then we can know how list 1 is not having the same ID as list 2, right? So if I run this, as we can see, list 1 and list 3 has same ID, which means list 1 and list 3 has a same object. However, list 2 we can say list 2 is this, right? Same looking as list 1. However, its memory location is different. As we can see, till then 6, 7 and 4, 4, it is same. However, after last 4 digit of list 2, memory location is different. That's why list 2 is not having the same ID as list 1. However, list 1 and list 3 has the same ID because of this, as we assigned list 3 the same object as list 1. Now you also might be wondering why I'm only using is here and is not. Well, is not is just a opposite. If I write is not here, right, then it will just opposite the result and give me the answer as true, right? As list 1 is not having the same identity or memory location as list 2, right? Now our third question. Well, here I have chosen integer as to insert as our object, right? A, B and C. A has 5 as the value of integer, B has 5 and C is assigned 10, right? Now A equal to B. Well, 5 equal to B, 5 will be true, right? Then A is B. We will check this if they have the same ID or not. Then we will check if A equal to C, 5 equal to 10, what will be the equality and what will be their ID check. So if I run it, I get both these two as true, as both A and B has the same equality and both have the same ID. And here it is different, as 5 is not equal with 10, so it is getting as false. And if they are two different things, then they don't even have the same ID also. Now some of you might be having a question, right? Like, why here when we have choose the same thing, and here also we have A and B have the same value, right? And list 1 and list 2 has also the same value, then why they have the same ID in integer and however in list they have the different? And same like here also in string also, right? Well, this thing you will know when you will understand what are the data types and how we use them. So stay tuned for the upcoming videos when I will explain the data types and how and why we are having the different ID when we have the same type of list, right? As these two are the same list, we can see that these are square bracket, then 1, 2 and 3 and then square bracket, same like list 2. Then why they are having different ID, we will get to know when we will learn about data types in depth. Now just simply know that, well, this happens like this also. Now moving on to our last question. S1, S2 and S3. These three objects has assigned the value of hello, hello and then world, right? S1 and S2 has the same value assigned, which is hello, and S3 has a value assigned, which is world, right? Now if I check S1 and S2 object, then I will have this equality check, then S1 and S2 identity check, right? And after that I will check S1 and S3 equality check and then identity check, and take this question as the reference and solve this question and tell me in the comment box what will be the output of these 4 print function here, right? Just use the same logic here, the same logic which I used here, just use the same logic here also, and you will have the answer on why this answer will be true or false or whatever. You will have the answer, and make sure to tell me in the comment box. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you got all the doubts clear about identity operator in this video, and if you have the doubt you can ask in the comment box. Well, till then we meet again. Like this video, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe to my channel if you are new, comment if you get any doubt. Till then we meet again. Peace out.